Hopefully it works.
Come on, we can do it.
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr. Kunju?
There are many beautiful... Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time. Difficult to say.
So there's never any...
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased.
That makes sense. It is the same for people.
Indeed. Let's keep going. Wow.
And there's so many mysterious-looking...
This ancient Let's conduct separate investigations. All right, then.
Kunjun, can you see anything?
Well, there is this stone tablet here.
Doesn't seem very interesting.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see. This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
just a bit lightheaded. It's not...
Whatever. Paimon's... If you don't try, you won't know. Anyway, you... When has Paimon ever... Wait a minute. Paimon can fly. All right, Paimon will go...
All of you, come here.
Huh? Quick, let's...
Yeah, some skin frame drops. I'm using Barbara's art. Sure that.
This has been newly dug. It would appear...
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel?
Compose yourself. There is an unusual... This is...
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
That gate. Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere to the gate.
So behind the seal, there's... What do we do? We can't hurt them.
your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge for stealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ishtaha, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Go, Barbara, go!
Solidify!
I'll protect us.
Illusion shattered!
Crumble.
Quake!
There is no escape!
Stabilize!
Shifting. Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Let's dance. Oh, no!
Rise! Gather!
Crumble.
Now you shall perish!
Morax! You think you can destroy me?
Solidify! I will have order! Solidify!
I'll protect us.
There is no escape!
Fisher!
Shine down!
The enraged earth
Gather!
will not absolve you!
Let's dance. Go, Barbara, go!
Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground.
You should call it by its name, Ishtaha. Fate.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant. Enlist tyrants to ravage the wilderness.
No. You...
That voice!
Ishtaha.
Huh? Could...
Morax. It's been a while.
You're...
Ishtaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became clear to me. Allow me to elaborate. Heaven and earth. Yin and yang.
So there are two Ashtahas?
No! It can't...
When the seal loosened, Your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were. That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back.
The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a part of me, how is it you find yourself
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, but I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me. But my aim was...
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little stronger...
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond... It's been so long. A secret beyond all
There would be no harm in it. The decision is yours.
You haven't changed. Ejdaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax, with a lifespan far exceeding that of mankind. The memories of rocks do not last long. Erosion ground Ejdaha's consciousness into oblivion. Slowly, Ejdaha, now incomplete, became irascible.
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that sustained me!
This much is true. Which is why you attacked the chasm. Why you, in the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production, the citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Overexploitation caused the ley lines to quake, which brought untold suffering to us. Erosion made us even more savage. Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion. But it was futile. Everything returns to dust, and so we became you. And from your will, I emerge. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Ejdaha and Morax.
No!
I am the remnants of Ejdaha's benevolence. The echo.
No! It is I, Ejdaha, forged of elemental crystal, bearer of the weight and memories of the earth, older than the mountains and the oceans that decides. I will not swear.
Morax is not an insect.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in...
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard than you or I. That which you have forgotten, I hold here in my heart. If you are the memory of the earth, then I am the memory of coexistence. All powers under heaven rise and fall.
A star appears within the wild. A sun... Strange. What?
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day.
No! That isn't true!
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains an inevitable misfortune.
More axe!
The little girl vanished.
Are you satisfied, Ejda?
I had to make amends. So, Morax, you call yourself Zhongli these days?
I do.
Well, I'm afraid old habits
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
I hardly lifted a finger.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching.
Your power is nearly spent. Shall we get going?
Surely the pressing matter is still...
Indeed. Hence the need to get going. To fix the damage left in your wake.
Straight down to business as all.
get here? We need to go back and check on the miners.
So there you are. My men, we found Mao in a tent at the camp. Huh?
Nothing. Pay it no mind.
Cave?
They're exhausted, but not in danger.
Right. Well,
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
that's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem.
Kunjun,
Not I. Merely this body. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too will be famous in time.
You always did have a great
Curious how swords and daggers are blind. Yet
Ashtaha.
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen.
Even you met such a fate.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare itself to face you.
And how will Liyue fare without...
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness their rise and fall.
All life is shaped. That's unimportant. You may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence.
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that the life of an elemental being is longer than any in this world.
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago. And would not...
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done, a reunion...
That day in the chasm. Did you hesitate?
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time a god of the...
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness. You came to me not as an assassin.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength, I struggled to confront you.
Hence, do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. Old friend.
Thank you, Ashta.
My life is nigh on eternal.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes. Don't be alarmed. He's...
Wow, that was so weird.
In fact, we have yet to meet the... He was. Centuries may have passed since then. But
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
most of the ancient geo-life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Ashtaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes, quicker than words could tell, lightning